Okay, I know everybody's been tingling with anticipation to find out what's true and what's not. I'll start right off. Number one was absolutely true. I've never believed in God, even for a second. I know you, Cosmic Zen, have gone through a lot of trials and confusion and just trying to make up your mind of what's right and wrong and what's true and what's not. I never had that issue. I went to school. I went to Sunday school. My parents were not overly religious. They were fairly religious. A lot of my family is really religious. I've got a lot of family that's Seventh-day Adventist. Whew. But for some reason, I just never bought it. The embarrassing part, or I don't know if I'm embarrassing, but kind of telling, is I believed in Santa Claus way longer than I should have. I was in mid-teens and I still believed in Santa Claus because I didn't question his existence. Because I saw, and this may be a little telling, I saw proof that he actually existed. I saw letters that he had written. I saw evidence that he had been there and eaten the cookies and drank the milk. And he left presents that were marked by him. So, with the evidence that I saw, and I wasn't thinking this, so cognitively at the time, of course, but I saw proof that he existed, so I never really questioned. When I found out that he didn't exist, I was crushed and betrayed, or felt betrayed. So that was probably, I wouldn't say a hardening of my heart, but definitely a hardening of my resolve to check facts and just to know, don't take anything for granted. So number one was true. Fact number two is also true. The fear of ghosts and things that I can't see, presences in the room, things that scare you for no particular reason. It's where you're just sitting home watching TV and it feels like you're being watched. That actually has encouraged me to go to college to try and get my engineering degree. Because I want to help in developing improved human sensory. I want to develop synthetic sensory perception that transmits things like the electromagnetic field and heat, different things that cameras can see now that the human eye can't see. I want to be able to upgrade our senses, like with an attachment or something, to transmit that information into your visual cortex. So in the middle of the night when you hear something go bump, you can look, and with the upgraded sensory, you would be able to see through the wall or see up on the roof and say, oh, it's just a raccoon running across the roof. Or there actually is some sort of boogeyman and you can record it. That was one of my main motivations for wanting to go into engineering. Bioelectrical engineering, sort of. Which means number three is definitely and absolutely not true. I failed out of high school, mostly because of drugs. I study for hours and hours on end to get the information in there. And every time I have a test, I'm almost positive I'm going to screw it up. Not really test anxiety. I'm pretty calm, but I have no confidence in my retention. When I do the homework, it feels like I am dragging myself through broken glass to get anything like an answer. But when I take the test, I usually get A's. But I don't have any confidence in it whatsoever. I do it in spite of myself. So those are the answers. I hope you had some fun with it. It was difficult to come up with some interesting ones, and those weren't all that interesting. Hopefully, the people I tagged, actually, I don't even have to hope, they will be much more imaginative than I am.